Hello students. So today we discuss about Python. So why Python increases demand in the market. Okay. And why all the companies are turning towards Python. So myself Namrata Modi, and I am just giving introduction about Python, its application and its features. Okay. So just have a look on the PPT. And so first of all, we'll see features of Python. So these are some features, and this features not ends here. So it is easy to learn and use. Python is easy to learn and use. It's developer friendly and high level programming language. Now, what is mean by developer friendly and high level programming language? So there are three types of language, or the languages are divided into three types. One is high level, middle level, and low level. Low level languages are more machine readable format and less user readable or developer readable format. High level language are more developer friendly and less machine friendly. Now, what is mean by developer friendly and machine friendly? Now, if you you don't know the Chinese language, right? So, if I am giving you certain page having written in Chinese, so you can't read that, right? Same case happens in your developer friendly and machine friendly. Machine readable format is not understandable by developer or user, and high level programming is not understandable machine. So there are some intermediate converter which converts your high level language into machine readable format. Okay, so Python is more developer friendly and less machine friendly because it has the syntax and keywords in which are we are going to use in day-to-day life. Okay, just print, if, and such keywords are there. Else, these keywords are used to write the program. So it is easy to learn and use because and more developer friendly and less machine friendly. Now it is expressive language. It is expressive means you can express anything you want to, means for any purpose you want to write the program, you can write it, and more understandable and readable. Now, as I discussed earlier, there should be some translator which translate your program or your source code into machine readable format. So that source code is nothing but your interpreter, and which converts your Python source code into machine readable format. So Python is interpreted language, means interpreter executes the code line by line at a time, and this makes debugging easy, thus suitable for beginner. Up, what is mean by line by line? First line visit, execute the code. Second line visit, execute the code. If error occurs at 10th line, but 1 to 9 line of code will get executed properly, and whatever the error occurred, that will get displayed on your screen. So that is my interpreting language use, and debugging makes also easy because of interpreting. Then it is cross platform language. Now what is mean by cross platform? Once if I write code in a Windows platform and I want to execute it in Linux, okay, Python software is there, but I want to execute that program into Linux. So without any change, you can execute that program on Linux as well. So that is mean by cross platform, or it is also called as portable language. In one system you have written with their configuration, and the same program you can write on some another system or another platform, it will work. Now it is free and open source. So Python language is freely available at its official web address. Whatever there, it's open source. All the packages which are needed, these are also open source. Only some of them are paid, but that will not use that much amount of, उनका इतना use नहीं है. Okay, then object oriented language. Now there are two approaches for Python. Sorry, there are programming has two approaches. One is procedure oriented and another is object oriented, and Python is both. Python is procedure oriented as well as object oriented. And The object oriented, there are 6 features along with object oriented concept: class, object, polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, and encapsulation. These 6 features are supported by Python. That's why it is object oriented language that we will see in detail coding. Now, Python is extensible, means it implies that other language such as C, C++ can be used to compile the code, and thus it can be used further in our Python code. Means compiled program of your C and C++ can be combined or can be included in our Python code. Okay, so it is extensible. Then next will be large standard library. Now it is very important feature of Python that it has a broad library functions and provided rich set of module and function for rapid application development. See, if something ready-made is available, ready-made things are available. Suppose if you, I said that bring one bag. Okay, if you can buy a new bag, you can buy it and easily you will hand over that bag to me. Okay, but if that bag is not available to you, okay, in that scenario you have to take a cloth, then you have to sew that bag, and then you can hand over it to me. So same thing is happen here. Many more ready-made functions are available in Python. You just have to use that function. Okay. Then GUI programming support. So Python is used to develop GUI application, means some desktop application which provides graphical user interface. Interactive it makes interaction more, it makes more interactive. Then integrated. It can be easily integrated with languages, integrate with languages like C, C++, Java. Means Python code is also suitable, or we can also add that code into C, C++, or Java if it is needed, and vice versa is also possible. So these are some features of Java. Now we will concentrating upon applications of Java. Why Python gets demand in market? Now this is time. Why Python is too much important nowadays? Okay, so there are huge number of applications. Some of them I have listed over here. Web application, that is web application development. Now each and every organization or a small scale industry as well, they should have their website, right? And to develop that website you have to use some web development tool. And Python, now Python comes in the market to develop the web application. So Django, Flask, and Pyramid, these are 3 packages or framework. Django is a framework, and these are the tools which are used to design that web application. Then desktop GUI application. For GUI application development, there is tkinter package. Okay. Then data analysis. Data science, it has pandas, numpy, scikit-learn, and matplotlib, seaborn. These are the packages are used for data science. Now what is mean by data science? In short, I am explaining it. So right now we have a huge amount of data. The traditional tools which are available with us, they are not sufficient to analyze that data. So in such cases, we have to build a new tool which will work on our today's requirement. So such tools are developed by using data science, and for that data science we need this all the packages: pandas, numpy, scikit-learn, matplotlib, seaborn. So of which matplotlib will be used for data visualization. Means it will use to design a graph. By a single command you can design a graph. Okay, so that will be that are my main applications. Then next will be scientific and numeric calculations can be done by using scipy. Business applications can be done by Triton. These are all packages in Python. And if you want to know many more packages in Python, just type in Google Python packages. They will give you the huge list of package you can work with it, or you can have a look at it. Then console based application, that is IPython. Then audio video based application, Team Player and CPlay. These are 2 tools which are used to work with audios and videos. 3D CAD applications are also done by using Python. So their corresponding tool, ERP tools. Then you can work with images, means image processing can also be done with Python. That for that purpose, Python, ImageSeq, these are different packages. And this list is not end here. The list goes on increasing and increasing and increasing. For example, web scraping is there. For web scraping, we can use Beautiful Soap is a package which is used. Now the question arises in the mind, what is mean by web scraping? So web scraping is nothing but to collect data from different websites, add them in a single unit, and analyze that data. So this is meant by web scraping. In short, only for your understanding, it has a vast meaning as well, but for your understanding, this will be the meaning. Then next, now how to install Python. This is an official website. According to your configuration, you can install it. Whatever your Windows 32-bit, 64-bit, and latest version is 3.8. You can install that latest version. All the versions are compatible with their previous version, so no need to worry. Now, one more main point I want to explain about Python. It provides two modes. One is interactive interpreter prompt and another is script file. Okay, so interactive interpreter and script file. What is difference between both? So interactive mode is used to test the application or to test the function or any line of code. You can test it. It's just like your command prompt. It's just like your shell. And script file is just like your Java program. You have to write a one code having extension .py and execute .code according to the whatever the tool you are using to execute it. Okay, so that will be my script file. Now, what are the both have their own advantages and disadvantages. So if I'm going for the script file, so that code in future I can again access that code number of times because that is saved in my system. And interactive mode, as today I'm doing certain line of code, tomorrow that will be not there. You have to save that all, copy paste and then save. You can do that, but in Python library it is not there. Okay, and this script file is always there for, and you can execute it whenever you want. Now just look at some Python program. See, I want to print a line on a screen. So what I can do, print hello world double quote semicolon. Only this amount of, if I write only this line on the interpreter or my script file, it will get executed. Now I want to show you one demo of Python. I have that software with me. Just a minute. So that's all about your Python. Python has very large application development areas and we can go through it. Okay. So, and that's why there is a huge demand occurs in the market for the Python. Okay, see, this is my interactive mode. I have installed 3.8 Python 3.8.3. This is my default view of Python. Okay, and this is called as interactive mode. If I write print into double quote, you can see the output which is over there, and you can create a script file by using new file. You can write here whatever the code you want. The same code I'm writing. Save this file, giving extension as .py. Okay, what extension should be there? Whatever the file name you want to give, extension should be .py. Okay, see, you can see the file name that is updated, and I execute the program. Now this will get executed, your script file. So these two modes of working with Python. One is interactive, another is your script file. Now these are, now main thing is question arises in the mind that in which area we are going to use Python, or the applications or current some companies may be there which are going to use Python. So companies are Google, PUBG game are playing by a number of people, they are using the same. Then Netflix is using Python, and web scraping, web development, everywhere Python is used. Okay, now NSA, National Security Services, is also using Python for the security purpose. Then these are top companies which are going to use Python, and this list goes on increasing this from small scale to large scale. All are turning towards the Python. So I have explained you all the importance of Python. Now it's you have to decide you what you want to do. Then thank you and good day.